I don't know what we're doing right now, but it's some kind of electrical box thing. We have to put 5 of these things across the top here. So we had to get a super plus size box, and then 2 weather things go on the other end as well. And I'm curious as to how these little bitty tiny screws, they're like...
Bring in my part, please. What are you talking about?
I'm filming this. These little bitty tiny screws screw in here, I guess. I don't know how they're going to screw into the metal, but this is our job tonight. He's ignoring you.
Who? Who's on there?
It's a video.
Oh, okay. Well, we haven't done one of those in a while, have we?
I thought it might be good to do this because it's something people might want help doing, and they could watch the video and learn something from...
Where are the chase nipples?
Dumb and Dumber.
Where are the chase nipples?
This is a 3/4 inch chaser nut. It goes in here, but the hole is supposed to be 3/4 inches, and this is a 3/4 inch, but it doesn't fit. It just goes in, and then that first little lip on that screw thing, it's too big. So this is the
Hobo freight.
This is the solution to our fitting problem, a hydraulic punch kit. And I guess you do the holes right there and such. Which, this is cheapo plastic. It's probably going to break it. I don't trust it.
It'll break that.
Oh.
We're not going to use that plastic.
Oh. But, anyway.
Well, here's how we got those chase nipples to fit. This enclosure is really...
crappy plastic.
Yeah, it's crappy plastic. And, you know, it's rated IP66 for outdoor use, but still, it's pretty flimsy. And so we didn't want to, we don't want to take the chance of messing around with those holes and cracking them or anything. So what we did was we found a die, or, like you could use a big socket or something like that. And I've already got this on here, so it's hard to demonstrate, but I just rested it right on the bottom over the hole, put the nipple in there, and then I used a hammer, tapped the nipple in, and that kept the plastic stable so it wouldn't crack. A few good whacks and it went in. So this is what the chase nipple looks like when you just pound it in around, use that for support, pound it in, and then you've got a chase nipple that sticks in like this, and then you take your weather-tight hub and you screw it on like that. And you've got a nice weather-tight connection there. Then this threaded male end will go into a hole in the top of the box. Once you get it in the top of the box, you'll take this nut, the box rests in between here, screw it on there. It's nice and rigid, and then you should put some kind of support behind the top here just to keep this from going like that, because, like I said, these enclosures are kind of crappy.
This dude's trying to figure out how to put this toy together.
We shouldn't have to buy so many toys to get stuff done around here.
This is by Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, it's hobo freight. It's hobo freight. That's all you need to know.
How much was this tool?
$100.
$100 for this one-time use only.
No, I mean, you could use it again and again, but I don't know if I will. But someone might after I'm done with it.
Do you get a perverse satisfaction from popping these air pockets? This plastic box is an IMO DC switch. And I have to poke out these holes here in the top and then these holes in the bottom. I don't know how much they cost. How much were they?
Oh, we ordered them from England from a guy who was selling them secondhand, but they're all brand new from England. So we had them shipped over from England because one of these, if you buy it in the United States, is like $60. But we bought them from Great Britain for about $14 each. So we got a real good deal on these, so we bought several.
Even with shipping, it was way cheaper.
Shipping was $50 for all 14 of them. So even with that cost, they were about $20 each, which is 1/3 the cost of a new switch plus shipping.
This is a hydraulic hole punch presser outer.
Here's how you do it. You have to drill a pilot hole so you can fit this stud in here, okay? And then you, in this case, in the case of this die, you put a spacer there, then the die, run it to the hole, take the actual cutter part, it screws on from underneath inside the box onto the end of that stud. Screws in there. You want to get as snug as it'll be. You see it? There's the cutter, okay? You don't want it wiggling, you want it nice and tight. And then, as I understand it, you turn this little knob to on, where it is right now, this little knob here, and you start pumping back and forth, and as you do, it starts pulling that cutter through from underneath in here. It starts, you can see it pushing through and cutting. And then you unscrew this. And
your whole popper outer,
my whole popper outer
is done.
And there's the piece you pulled out.
It's a decently clean hole in the metal.
It's kind of big.
It'll cut me.
For a 3/4 hole. Okay, we just pop that on there like that and screw it on from underneath.